Okay, let's start with Arsenal. Aston Villa started super early, but it was an entertaining game, fun game. So Arsenal did what they're supposed to do. They won 4-2. Now they kind of take that pressure a little bit off of them because after they got severely beaten by Man City at home last week, everybody was asking, is this it? Especially also they dropped some point before they even faced City. So it wasn't just the loss against City. It was also they've been dropping points. Now they're back on track. They won 4-2, and Man City result helping them. So now they still have one game clear from Manchester City, and then the better position. They're back on top of the league, number one, only 2 points, but they still have that game in hand. So yeah, they kind of give themselves some breather for this week. Arsenal played a really interesting game. I thought they lacked some creativity at first in the game, but the second half it looked like Mikel Arteta shook them in the dressing room. The guys came back with a little bit of more juice. Martinelli was a huge boost when he came in, and yeah, they took the W, and that's what matters at this particular time of the year. Only thing that matters is the win column and the loss column. So if you won, you good. So that's really what Arsenal did, and that's what Manchester City did not do. So Man City dropping point at Nottingham Forest. Who would have thought such a crucial game City would drop points? So 1-1 was the score. Nottingham really pushed them to the end. City even when they were leading, they weren't as sharp as they usually are. But Nottingham Forest brought the pace. Serge Aurier and his boy, they really brought the game to them. So yeah, kudos to them. They didn't capitulate because sometimes teams can figure out we're losing 1-0 to City. We came in the game thinking we might lose 6-0. Now it's 1-0. We're doing a good job. It's the current champion. Nobody's gonna blame us for losing to City 1-0. They actually pushed two and they make it 1-1. Very important point for Nottingham, who's now back 13. So getting away from the red zone while helping Arsenal with City dropping point. So those are the two main game of the day. City 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. Arsenal defeating Aston Villa earlier in the day 4-2. Other than that, we had Chelsea playing against the bottom last Southampton at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea couldn't win. Chelsea lost home 1-0 to Southampton. Yeah, at some point I'm going to start talking about Graham Potter. I know he's really trusted by the board and by Chelsea's owner, but he's not winning games. He hasn't been winning games for a long time. Even the Champions League that I personally thought that was going to be his bread and butter. He was going to make up his Premier League fallout with the Champions League. I thought he was gearing out for the Champions League with his transfer window, but seems like Dortmund got their number. So if they don't beat Dortmund, I'm not sure Graham Potter would make it past March 8th, which after the second leg against Dortmund. But we see. So Chelsea lost 1-0. Again, Chelsea is like dead, center 10th in the league. At this point, I'm not sure they can still play for the Champions League. They're 10 points away from Newcastle. And there's still Tottenham there, then behind in Liverpool. I think maybe the Europa League, they can aim for that, but as far as the title race, long gone. And yeah, who has played today? We had Brighton against Fulham. Fulham won 1-0. Good W for Fulham winning away. Brentford 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Wolverhampton lost at home against Bournemouth 1-0. Everton beat Leeds at home 1-0. That's such a precious win for Everton. Everton is kind of getting a little better. They're a little clear of the red zone. They're not completely out yet, but yeah, they give themselves a little breather. Tomorrow, like I said, Man United play Leicester City and Tottenham play West Ham. Those are going to be the two games to finish up this game day. And then next week, Saturday, Newcastle, Brighton, Leicester City, Arsenal. That'll be a good one. Away again for Arsenal. Arsenal need to rack up points. Everton play Aston Villa, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, Southampton, Bournemouth, Man City. See, that's an easy win for City. So that means Arsenal has to win against Leicester City. And then Crystal Palace play Liverpool. Oh, and also Liverpool defeated Newcastle 2-0. The game was pretty much done at the first half. It was a nice game to see. Tosin Maximin came in with a lot of energy. The very first minute, he was up and running, literally up and running. He was in their face, he was pressuring Alexander Arnold the whole time. But then the two goals, especially the red card before halftime, that kind of like messed the game up. But Newcastle played the tail off. They didn't abdicate it. They kept playing even the second half, even with no chance. They had a couple of opportunities they could have scored, but at this point. When you're down 2-0 and you're men down at halftime against Liverpool, I mean, I understand why they lost, but Newcastle has been dropping points. They're still fourth so far. That's kind of a blessing for them. So they need to pick up the pace. They're playing Brighton next week. Yeah, no excuses. They gotta win against Brighton. They gotta win. And Liverpool's gonna play Crystal Palace. Liverpool can make a push really for the Champions League still, because Liverpool is at its 8th at 35 points. Like Newcastle only has 41 points. So and Liverpool has one game in hand on Newcastle. So Liverpool can still push for the Champions League. It's still possible, even though the season kind of seemed like it's as bad as Chelsea for some reason. But they're still in the mix. They could make Europe. Still have a game to play. There's still like 15 games for them to play, 16 even, because they're only 22 game in. So yeah, that's about it for this quick Premier League gloss up review for today's game, and then we see the Man United game tomorrow. I personally think United is a very serious contender for the title. I know people are not pushing for their name yet because Arsenal and City kind of out there, but United can be it's the dark horse, to be honest. And part of it, the big part of it, the coach and Marcus Rashford's form. So we see. And also my boy Bruno Fernandes. Make sure I shout out to him. Anyways, that's about it for the Premier League. Today's actions. Tomorrow we're going to see the remaining of the game. And then we're going to do a full review of the Premier League. I figure I'll make this quick video to let you in on what happened on the action, who did what, where, and when. And let me know in the comment below, who's your favorite team in the Premier League? Who you following? Who you want to win the title race? United, City, or Arsenal? And I'll see you right on the next one.